Steve Kim, ready for our fourth fight of the night. Saul Sanchez and Leonardo Torres. And here's our ring announcer, Sonny Franco.
Ladies and gentlemen, once again from the Doubletree Hotel in Ontario, California, Thompson Boxing Promotions continues on with the next bout of the evening, scheduled for 6 rounds of action in the bantamweight division. At ringside, your 3 judges scoring the bout, should it go the distance, are Marty Denkin, Zach Young, and Raul Caiz Jr. And the man in charge of the action at the bell, your referee, Rudy Barragan. Fight fans, here we go. Introducing first, fighter in the red corner to my left. He stepped in the ring tonight wearing the blue trunks trimmed with white. When he stepped onto the scale, he went in officially at 118.8 solid pounds. As a professional, his record stands 4 victories against 11 defeats. One of his victories coming to you by way of KO. Ladies and gentlemen, damas y caballeros, de Matamoros, Tamaulipas, Mexico, introducing Leonardo La Pulga Torres. And introducing his opponent, fighting across the ring out of the blue corner to my right, being led in by the legendary trainer, Joel Diaz. Ladies and gentlemen, this fighter steps in the ring tonight wearing the white trunks are trimmed with gold. When he stepped onto the scale, he weighed in officially at 118.7 solid pounds. As a professional, he enters ring tonight undefeated. 8 wins with 0 losses. 4 of his victories coming to you by way of KO. Ladies and gentlemen, from Pacoima, California, introducing Saul the Beast Sanchez. We'll be ready to charge the Rudy Barragan until the final instructions.
Rudy Barragan, the third man in the ring. Beto Duran, Steve Kim, who's going to have the tail of the tape right now.
Yeah, 6 rounds here. Sanchez, 21 years old. Leonardo Torres, 24. But keep this in mind. He's been on that World Cup schedule. In other words, you didn't see him in 2015, 16, or 17.
And here he is. Appreciate everybody sticking with us. We had a couple issues with the Facebook. We figured it out for the future. If the Facebook ever goes down, go to the Thompson Boxing website. That will stay there. So for those of you that missed the Brandon Valdez fight, we won unanimous decision. The Colombian looked good there. Now, Andre Barrera, we don't block anybody. Unless you're like really obnoxious, then maybe. Ruckus, you know we're going to answer all your questions. Lily Aloha, what's up? And we knew the volume was down. We appreciate you guys all checking in and letting us know. I'll tell you, we have a crack staff. It's on it, man. Our IT department is legit.
Yes, and Billy Ho Saunders, who's out there, please let us know if your Facebook feed is back up. We aim to please.
We aim to play. We're here. This one should play 6 rounds of action, scheduled. 118-pounder Saul Sanchez, the nickname The Beast. He's got the white trunks representing the 818 San Fernando Valley. Nice looking prospect, 8-0, 4 KOs. And Steve, you really do like him, huh?
No, I think he is a rough, rugged, aggressive type of fighter. Now the question is, can Joel Diaz make him a little bit more of a boxer from the outside and have easier rounds? One thing about him, though, he's going to bring a lot of intensity and a lot of heat to the dance.
And if you thought Danny Roman was quiet,
yeah,
you only heard whispers of Saul Sanchez.
Yeah, Saul Sanchez makes Danny Roman sound like Bernard Hopkins.
The main event tonight, Isaac Zarate, Ramiro Robles, and after this one, Manuel Mendez, Gilberto Espinoza. Appreciate you guys checking in with us. And make sure you guys share the link. Let people know what you're doing right now on a Friday. You're hanging out at the Thompson Boxing Facebook party. Saul Sanchez looking strong here in the first.
You could just see by the facial expression, Sanchez really digging in and throwing hard punches early on here in this 6-rounder.
His opponent, Leonardo Torres, Matamoros, Mexico. Saul Sanchez, originally from San Fernando. Pacoima to be exact, Decided to move about a year ago with Joel Diaz in the desert. No, longtime friend Dominic Cerna was there. Now he's in the camp house. So he just needed to get away. And it's been a great thing for his career. By moving with Joel, he found a trainer, a manager, and now a promoter.
Yeah, and Joel Diaz, really one of the disciplinarians of the sport. I like him a lot to Abel Sanchez. They're no nonsense. They are not players' coaches. Very regimented style. A good left hook to the body by Sanchez. Sanchez really doing good work early on downstairs.
And good check hook from Sal Sanchez.
And Beto, I believe Emilio Sanchez, bouncing back from a loss, is also in that camp now.
Yeah, his brother, as is Chimpa Gonzalez, so Joel Diaz with the reclamation projects in Indio. And Sal Sanchez landing hooks, looking good through the first round. Saludos a los de Algodones, Baja California. Team Saul Sanchez, Elia Armenta. Joel Diaz Jr. Now, Steve Kim loves Joel Diaz Sr. I love Joel Jr., who does great work on the Michelada Time softball team. What else? What you got on the Twitter, Steve? You got some good stuff over there?
A couple of things here. Juan Antonio Tena wants to ask Kimster, what other impersonations that are family-friendly can you do? You know what? I would do my Emmanuel Stewart, but there's this one particular word that if you don't do it, you're not really doing Mr. Kronk. So I'm going to table that one.
Yeah, you can do it. And for those of you guys that are crying and complaining about this free stream, read the comment left by Paul Rivera, our producer tonight. Click on that see more. ¿Pa qué chillan tanto? Ricky Romero getting the pornos ready for Mexico's Korea tomorrow morning. Henry Ramirez really left. His fighter wins. Anthony Chavez, too pretty, and he's gone. Mecha Gundunde. Saludos, Beto. Oh, that's me. Second round of action. Sal Sanchez just turned 21. This quote, I didn't do much. I was training. Has a little pop behind him. Landing that nice left hook. And your views and opinions on soccer, we don't want them, Ruckus. Save those for Monday. Covering up nicely is Sanchez. Yeah, that camp house is where Lucas Matisse is at, where champions go through. And seeing that example of who's there and how they work and they train has only benefited young fighter like Sal Sanchez, who's digging to the body, lands that hook.
Boy, some of those hooks are just absolutely moving back Torres physically. Yeah, Sal Sanchez speaks softly, but he certainly carries a big stick, and he doesn't cheat himself. And that's the question that I have, though, Beto, as he moves eventually into being an 8-round fighter and a 10-round fighter and beyond. Can he keep up this pace of throwing punches at such a hard velocity over and over again? Right now, we know he can sprint. The question is, can he run long distances?
Well, if you follow Joel Diaz's Instagram, which, by the way, fantastic. His Instagram story in the morning has these guys running up sand dunes, has them doing sprint work, and all you hear is Joel Diaz just harping on these guys of why they're losing to Sal. Sal's usually the first or second runner done in the morning.
And the great thing about Indio, on a nice cool day, it's about 108.
Yeah, it's a dry heat, though. Tony Contreras checking in from work, quote unquote. Trini, I would never go on that show on Monday nights because Steve Kim already set the bar. And honestly, the Boxing Rundown should be burned down after Steve Kim went in there. That's Hall of Fame-esque. And you guys continue to follow that show. You can hear the body shots from Sal.
And I could actually hear Joel Diaz from across the ring saying, work the body first.
And Sal stuns him with that left hook. La Pulga is rolling up. Good shots landed by Sal Sanchez. Pulga on the rope. He goes through. Don't fall on me, bro. Yeah, right in front of us. We're not allowed to touch him, Steve, but I'm protecting the camera.
Well, this is expensive stuff here. He almost went Javier Fortuna.
And Sal sent him through the ropes. Jeez. Randy Vasquez, what's up in Ogden, Utah? Let's look at the replay.
And again, heat and intensity. Sal Sanchez certainly does not cheat himself.
Get the hands up, Steve. Get the hands up.
You know what? Good save there, Beto. Very good hands. But one thing about Sanchez.
Wait, hold on. Look at Paul's face in the corner. Mouth wide open. Oh, we missed out Paul. Sorry to interrupt your highlights, Steve, but our engineer over here had a big wide open face. Sorry. You were saying Sal looked good?
Listen, Sal's putting on a very good performance. But again, he can do this at that level, and I expect him to finish this fight off within the next round or two. But you do wonder, how is he going to react to a boxer? But again, this is the process of developing and nurturing a young boxer.
But at the same time, Steve, when you're this young and you're fighting these opponents, this is what you're supposed to do, right? You're supposed to blow them out?
Well, matchmaking is about creating an illusion, but also developing and nurturing. And it is a process. And keep this in mind, Sal Sanchez is only 21. There's a lot of time here.
118 pounders going at it. And by going at it, I mean Sal Sanchez just digging, loading up.
Sanchez looks like he's going to come out of his Everlast shoes sometimes when he digs those left hooks.
Ernie better send him another pair. Body shot. Much more effort from Sanchez going to the body.
And eventually, those left hooks downstairs will set up left hooks over the top.
As Torres, breathing heavy, mouth open. Another body shot. That dropped him.
Beto, that was perfectly placed right underneath the guard, right underneath the elbow, and that was certainly a legal shot.
Torres saying no, it was low, but it was right on the belt line. Barragan immediately called it a knockdown. Second time this fight. Torres goes down, head snapping back. Look at the eyes of Sanchez, just huge and locked in. It's like Steve watching a Miami Hurricane game. A couple fights ago, Sanchez would have jumped on and attacked, and punched himself out of a round, right?
Yeah, and look, he's going to eventually have to fight at a more measured pace. But with 6-round fights, it's still relatively a quick sprint. Like what I've seen today, it's been a very determined effort, and there's a certain purpose to what he's doing in there tonight. Now I want to see, can he find a way to finish this?
He's trying to. Putting the combinations together. Body shot from Sanchez. A very tough Torres. How much more is Barragan going to let go? He's right there, and he jumps in, and it's over.
And that's it.
Sal Sanchez, looking like a beast, gets the victory.
Beto, as I like to say, this was a Chris Rock fight. Let's be honest. Leonardo Torres has a record of 4-10 coming in. It's upside down. He did what he's supposed to, but I always say, it's not if you win sometimes, it's how you win. And I thought tonight, how he won was certainly very dominant. And from the very beginning, it was young Sanchez digging to the body. He brought his shovel to the dance tonight, guys. And throughout the night, just beating up on Torres. And that was a perfectly placed left hook. That is a textbook shot there from Sal Sanchez.
Azúcar! Celia Cruz is jamming. Sanchez improves to 9-0. Gets the victory. And that's how Sal celebrates. He really emotional young man. Big Serge Estrada is cut man with smiles. Manager with a smile. Alex Campanovo. Oh, Sal's talking. Next Saturday night, we will be in Sacktown. Ruben Villa IV. LeRon Mitchell on the show. Omega Products in Sacramento. Check out the Facebook party as we head to the 916, I believe, up there. And a good point. Last fight that Sal Sanchez had here against a fighter named Rodriguez, They went back and forth. It was good quality work. Tonight, Sal didn't have to work as hard, but you saw him utilizing a jab, a learning experience in his last fight.
The one thing with Saul Sanchez that I like, at the very least, he will be a consistently good, fan-friendly action television fighter.
Coming up next, Manuel Mendez trying to get back on the positive side. Well, this dude's got a neck tattoo? Oh, Chico Dorado undefeated? That's coming up next. Sonny Franco. Oh, he's got a flower on the lapel. I didn't even notice that. Sonny's smooth.
Ladies and gentlemen, the end comes 2 minutes, 24 seconds of round number 3. Referee Rudy Barragan puts a stop to this contest, declaring your winner by way of a knockout from Pacoima, California, Saul the Beast Sanchez.
Saul Sanchez improves the 9-0, his 5th stoppage right in front of Mr. Ken Thompson, always looking sharp. Marisco Los Plebes, where you at? We need some aguachiles over here. Should we get Sal to sit down with us
Well,
and count how many words he's going to say?
yeah.
Should we?
It's like that old joke about.
Anyway, hold on. Hey, Facebook, do you guys want to hear Sal on? Should we interview Sal? Yes or no? What was the joke, Steve? Sorry.
Well, it's that old joke. Have you ever heard Saul Sanchez speak? And someone said no, and they said, but I've only known him for 5 years.
Yes, Yanez Padilla. No. Sanchez's brother Emilio is managed by Frank Espinoza. Paul Rivera, yes. Melody, no. No nacho. Yeah, nobody's brought us nachos. Nobody's brought us any beer either.
Yeah.
Hey, Kite, go in the ring. We're going to have Sal sit with us. Get a picture of him in here. All right. Yes, they're saying yes. Ruckus says Sal's only going to say 2 words. Here's the question is going to be, Sal, how did you feel? That's going to be my question. Let's see what is he going to say more than 10 words on his answer? All right.
Beto,
Facebook has spoken.
Beto, I got a question here from RS. Is Martin Murray this generation's Benny Briscoe or Yaki Lopez as best fighter with worse luck to never win a world title? You know, there's a very strong argument for that, given the fact that Martin Murray, I thought, beat Sergio Martinez, may have beaten Felix Sturm, gave Gennady Golovkin tough rounds. And by the way, Martin Murray fights tomorrow on ESPN Plus against Roberto Garcia.
All right, Melody says 4 words. All right, here he comes. Remember, the question is just going to be real simple. Saludos, Steve, from Luis Enriquez.
Viva.
Chuy Sanchez, San Luis Potosí. Yep. All right, now joined by Sal the Beast Sanchez. Sal?
Yeah.
How did you feel?
Good. I felt strong for this fight, yeah. But I took my time more because
I'm counting how many words you're saying.
I took my time more because I knew he rushes in a lot and I didn't want to get hit with a headbutt, and I did actually.
You got a whole headbutt?
Yeah.
All right, before we get back to the fight, congratulations on saying more than 3 words. This lady right here said, Trini said 5 words. They said 4 words. You said a whole sentence now.
Yeah.
You like doing interviews now?
Yeah, it's cool.
Wait, you say he got the headbutt, right? But you finished him at the end.
Yeah.
Your last fight was tough. How was this one?
This guy was tough too. He took a lot of body shots, that's for sure. But I knew I could finish him, so I did.
Sal, you're only 21 years old. Can you feel your man strength coming into you?
Yes. You know, every training camp, every fight, I train hard. So, and I feel that every fight I'm getting better and better. Like, I'm working on new stuff. And I look on my previous fights, my mistakes, and I correct them in the gym.
So you go back and watch the fights?
Yeah, I like it.
What do you think about the announcers, Beto Duran and Steve Kim?
They're cool. Cool people.
Get out of here, Sal Sanchez. The beast. Yeah, there it is. There's your look. Go ahead, send your shout outs now.
Shout out to everyone. Everyone that's watching.
But nobody specific?
No, my mom, my parents, my family.
But they're here.
There's no one watching.
Love this kid. Get out of here. Get out of here. Sal Sanchez gets the victory. He gets it here. Take a picture for your brother. Wow. You gonna take the picture or what, man?